Hey ladies, this is my Sephora haul this is actually the Friends and Family haul. And it was different this year. The Friends and Family, it worked differently than normal. Normally, sorry, I have my rain boots on, I'm fixing them. Normally you either put in like a promo code that's like Friends and Family 20, or I think there's been another time where you go into, or I'm sorry, there's been another year where I think they just email you a code, like a personal code to use. Anyways, this year was different. They had like a Sephora, you went to Sephora.com/friends, and it was like a special page that you entered your email address, and they sent you a code to use, like a specific code for you to use. And you can only use it once. Although I'm sure you could like have made up email addresses and got more codes if you needed to. So anyways, it was different this year, and it was a long time. It was like from like 2 weeks long. But anyhow, it just ended November 2nd. And then I also got my invitation in the mail for another Friends and Family event from Sephora. So I'm not sure. I thought the Friends and Family just ended. And then I got this, which is an invitation to another Friends and Family event, which is between November 10th to 14th. It says, present this pass for 5 days of savings in any Sephora store or on Sephora.com. Okay, so the card. And yeah, so that's weird, right? Like one just ended November 2nd, and then this one starts again between November 10th and 14th. Oh, this one's just for VIBs. I get it. I see it now. It says specifically for VIB's holiday shopping event. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. And then it says they're having a party you can go to, blah, blah, blah. I've never gone to those before, the parties where they have like food and they do free makeovers, because I don't like people doing my makeup. I hate it. When I worked in cosmetics, from like the time I graduated high school until like 3 years. It actually overlapped with my salon job, and then I quit. I worked 2 jobs, and then I quit the department store cosmetics, and I just worked at the salon. It doesn't matter. Anyways, people would always, like, you know, you're bored at night, because I worked night a lot of times because I was a college student, and people I worked with would be like, oh, let me do your makeup. Oh, I always hated it. They were my friends. I'm like, okay. But then you think about it, how many people do you put that lipstick on? And not even people will just go up to the lipsticks or the eyeshadows and just like put their fingers in them. And yeah, so I always hate, I don't get my makeup done. But anyways, I think I might go this year. I think I might go. And they give you a free collector's tote. That's pretty cute for going. All right, anyways, enough about that. You guys want to see the stuff. So the box, obviously. I already ripped it open because I have no patience. You think I'd have enough patience to, like, set up my computer and open it in front of you guys? I don't. It's sad. It comes in, I practically rip it open with my teeth. That's how excited I am. So, anywho, the first 3 things I'll show you guys are the samples you get with every order. And lately, I used to always get fragrance samples because I don't know if I told you guys before, but I'm like a fragrance junkie. Like, there was a period of like a year where I bought at least a fragrance a month. It was crazy. And I always used to get fragrance samples. Now I'm really into skincare samples, like trying new things and stuff like that. So anyhow, the first thing I got was the Billy Jealousy combination code in this face moisturizer with green tea and aloe vera. I've never used Billy Jealousy products. I hope they're for men and women. I believe so. But it looks like kind of a manly logo. So I might have to look that up just to make sure. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't hurt me or anything, but. So yeah, try that. And it says, just for those of you who are interested, sorry I have an itch on my leg. But anyway, it says pH balance for all skin types and cruelty free. The second thing I got was Bliss Triple Oxygen Plus C Energizing Cream. Releases oxygen to instantly recharge dull skin, supercharged vitamin C, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, I was excited to try this Bliss product because when I worked in cosmetics, Bliss had just came to the department store I worked for. Like, they just opened their counter, And I tried a couple of their products, like, because I had started breaking out. I remember now, thinking back. I had started breaking out, and the department store I worked for had just gotten like DDF, Bliss. They got a couple skincare lines in. So I was trying all these different skincare lines, trying to find something to like cure my acne, my college acne. And the Bliss stuff I wasn't impressed with. So maybe my skin's different now. It'll react differently. But back then, I didn't like it. So, and then the last sample I got, I did get a fragrance because there was no other skincare samples. They had a couple of foundation samples, but really, who gets found? I hate when Sephora does that because it's like, you don't know what color it's going to be, and pictures, those don't work. I'm sorry, they don't. So, the last I got was the fragrance, and it's Oh Lola by Marc Jacobs. Is this different than the regular Lola? I've smelled Lola, but this is Oh Lola. Ooh, it's really florally. I'm not loving that. It reminds me of something. I just can't put my finger on it. It smells like, I don't know. Not loving that. Okay, now the good stuff. The first thing I got was my mascara, which I have been using since I started working, like probably like 19 or 20. And it's Hypnose Drama. And I'm not going to open this one because I don't want any, I still have mine full. I'm using one that I just opened, so I don't want to like air get in there and start drying out. But this is the most amazing mascara ever. I love it. Like I said, I've tried so many different mascaras, eyeliners, because when you work in cosmetics, you start to branch out. You don't just stick with the counter that you worked for. And I worked for a lot of counters. I worked for YSL, I worked for NARS, I worked for Prescriptives, and then I actually went to On Call, so I worked for everybody, like any counter who needed someone. And I've tried pretty much every eyeliner to go with it. Or eyeliner and mascara and blush and eyeshadow, everything. And I will say, Lancome is by far the best I've ever tried. I will never switch. I know people say, like, they love, like my best friend loves the Maybelline, the pink one with like the green top. I hate that. I don't know how that's the #1 mascara in America. I mean, maybe it works if it works for you guys out there, I'm so happy for you because it's like $6. I'd be real excited if that worked for me, but it doesn't. It doesn't do anything for my lashes at all. And then, of course, to go with my mascara, I got the Stils Booster XL, which I don't know if you guys have, any of you have tried like a conditioning treatment before your mascara, but it does wonders. Like, I think this is almost, it's as important, if not more important than your mascara, because it really does. You put it on and it already gives it like thickens your lashes. And so when you put the mascara on, for me, in my case, it just darkens it. Like, this is really what makes my lashes look long and thick. I love this stuff. Love it. And I couldn't wear mascara without it. So Hypnose Drama. They have a regular Hypnose, like not the Drama, but I just like the Drama better. It makes them thicker, longer. I like it. I recommend it highly. I wish they gave it, when Lancome has their free gifts, I wish they gave Hypnose in their samples, but they don't. They always give Definicils, which I don't like. So yeah, that's my if you guys have questions about the Hypnose, please let me know. I can pretty much answer anything you want to know about that or the Stils Booster. If you guys are looking for, if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to this duo, I'd suggest the, I believe it's L'Oreal. I don't know. I think it's L'Oreal. It's the one that's double-ended. There's like the conditioning end, and then there's the regular mascara. So it's like a double-ended mascara. I was out of town one time, and I forgot my mascara, and I don't think there was, it was like at night. I was getting ready to go to a wedding, and there was like a CVS around the corner. So we went there, and I got that because that was like the closest thing I could find to what I use. And Lancome owns L'Oreal. So anyways, I bought it, and I was really impressed. I really, really like it. I still like, sorry, my dog wants up. I still like the Lancome better, but if you guys do want to try a cheaper alternative, try that L'Oreal kind. I don't know if they still make it because this is like a year ago, but it worked really good. Okay, so got those two. Then the third thing I got was the Ole Henriksen, and it's the I'm sorry, wait. Blue Blackberry Enzyme Mask. Reparative Gel Mask hydrates with aloe and lavender. And last year, I don't know if you guys remember, but Sephora had this thing going on that's like if you buy 4 or 5 skincare products, you get a free product. You get like a full-size free product. Well, I kept waiting for something to come up that I like because, you know, it always change. And I bypassed this because this was actually one of the products offered at one point. And I was like, I've never heard of Ole Henriksen. I'm not going to waste. And it ended up expiring and I never got my full-size product. Fast forward like 6 months when I ended up using an Ole Henriksen product and loving it. And then I was kicking myself for not getting this for free when I could have. So I've always wanted to try it since then because it has really good reviews. I love lavender, which it has lavender in it. So let me see. I got to smell it. It's clear. It had really good reviews, so I hope it works good. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like when you're getting a facial or if you walk into a Veda, just that lavender, like minty smell, like super relaxing. And I was reading on the reviews for this that they don't some people didn't necessarily see a difference like immediately, like when you use an exfoliator. Like if you use their exfoliator, his exfoliator, which I adore, I see immediate difference. People said it was just like a good mask to relax, to like put on. The smell would soothe you just to sit and yeah. So I'm so excited to try this. I'm so ticked that I passed on this when I could have got it free a year ago. I wish Sephora would bring that program back because it was pretty cool. So yeah, if you guys have tried it, let me know. Leave comments. Then I got the Murad Energizing Pomegranate Cleanser. Dual Action Foam Cleanser and tones. Washes away dirt, oil, pore clogging impurities. Tightens pores without over drying. And I've actually used this before. I went to, like I used to use all Dermalogica. Nothing but Dermalogica. And then a year ago, I started noticing my skin looking really dull. Not bad. It wasn't broken out. It didn't have that like, I don't know, when you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, my skin looks really good. I hadn't felt that for like months. So I switched everything. I switched cleansers. I switched moisturizers. Pretty much everything but sunscreen. I switched because I love their sunscreen. But this is one of the first things I switched to was this Murad. And it's like the soaps that you pump out. It comes into a foam. And it just leaves your skin feeling so clean, so refreshed. I have oily skin, which I look super, I swear, I think it's just the light. I'm not that oily. I blotted right before I did this video and I still look super greasy. But anyways, it makes you feel super clean, super tight. Like your face feels like pores feel tight. I really, really like this stuff. I don't use it. I usually use it with something else, if that makes sense, because I'll have 2 cleansers in the shower. So right now, I actually just bought a new cleanser to try. I haven't even opened it from the box yet, but it just came in like a bloom.com, like 3 weeks ago, I'm sorry. I got it in the mail and it's kind of waiting to be used until my old cleanser finishes. But I'll usually use like a pump of that or a pump of my whatever other cleanser I'm using. And then if my skin still feels a little dirty or if I still feel a little greasy, I'll do this. I don't use this every day because I feel like if I use it every single day, my skin's like too tight. It's like too dried out. But I love this stuff. I love it. And it's a new line from Murad. I think like a year ago when I first tried it, it had just recently come out, this pomegranate line. They have a whole pomegranate line to go with it, like a moisturizer and stuff. So I really like that stuff. And then my 5th product is this Boscia Luminizing Black Mask. And this is, like, you can only buy this on Sephora, this black mask. Obviously, you can get Boscia on other websites, but not this mask. And I've seen YouTube videos on this. That's what made me want to try it. It's crazy. Like, it literally, look, there's a picture of it on the back. That's literally what you look like right there. That'll be me tomorrow when I use this. But I've heard really good things about it. I've never tried it, but I've heard, like, super, I don't smell anything. It's, like, super black. It looks like mascara coming out of there. but I don't smell anything. Maybe it smells. I have a bad nose. So anyways, I heard like it sucks out all your blackheads. It just makes your skin look so alive and vibrant, and I've heard so many good things. I've also heard that it's kind of painful to peel off. You have to put it on a pretty thick layer, and then you literally, you know, let it set, and then you peel it off. And I've heard that for some people it was too painful and they couldn't continue using it. I have a pretty high threshold of pain. I used to get microderms when I worked at the salon, and I thought, if I can handle that and like all the waxing, I'll take the mask. I'll suck it up. For, you know, pain is beauty. So I'll let you guys know how I like this. I'm so excited to try that. Maybe I'll try it to my husband first. He'll be the guinea pig. And my last product, I'm so excited about this, is this Kat Von D whatever eyeshadow palette. And I have her other eyeshadow palettes. I have like the one that's white with the blue, and then I have another one. It's like one of the ones that's named after cats. This is so cute. I love how they open her all her eyeshadow compacts, or at least one of my other two comes like this, like a little accordion, and you pull it out. And this is actually much bigger than her other palettes. Her other palettes, they may be the same length, but they're usually like they're shorter this way. So it's like usually there, like from here to like there. So this is actually a really nice big size. And online, like her other palettes are all plastic. This one's like tin. You can hear that. So it's cute. It's really cute. Open it up. And you guys will probably notice if you watch all my YouTube videos, I'm a neutral palette junkie. I should branch out, but I just don't. Isn't that so pretty? Those are all so pretty. I think they're all sparkly, except for the brown, the very end. Yeah, that brown, the last one. I actually made a promise to myself that I would stop buying shimmery eyeshadows and try to get more mattes, because I'm loving matte eyeshadows right now. But of course, I don't do that. I see a new shimmer, and I'm like, ooh, I have to have it. And it also comes with like a small sample of her. Actually, it's not small. It's probably at least half the size of a normal one. It's just black autograph pencil. So I'm so excited about this. Like, really excited. So it's really large. I like that. I love her packaging. And the colors are Heavens, Enjoy the Silence, Less Than 3. It's like the little alligator mouth. Downtown, Sunny, Pray for Me, Bookworm, and Caravaggio. Caravaggio? Something like that. Anywho. And, oh yeah, there's a sample. A sample came in it of her high voltage eye primer in Skin. I guess that's the color. I don't know. That came inside the little accordion. So that's it. That's my haul from Sephora. I'm so excited to try some of the new stuff, especially that blueberry mask. I'm so excited to try that. The Boscia mask, I'm so excited. Yeah, that's it. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and that's it. Thanks.